We're at it again. This video is going to be all about trying to get a resupplies done. At least I put a spreadsheet together and we have a fair idea about how many breakfast, lunch, and dinners we need. So, do you like doing resupplies?
No.
Oh, this is my least favorite thing to do. This food prep thing really bites. Alright, I started my food prep. As much as I dislike it, it's got to be done. Before I could even get stuff out and figure out what I need to do, I had to put a plan together on how many days and where the resupply is going to be. So I have decided that we are going to do 4 resupplies. First resupply at Onion Valley, which is Mount Williamson. Our second will be MTR. We're just going in and out and not staying there. The third is going to be VVR. And the fourth is going to be Reds Meadow. Oh, and I decided I really like these Sour Patch candies. This was supposed to be for the trip. You can see it's all gone. You can bet I'm going to get some more of these. This mess behind me is slowly getting together. I've been trying to figure out how many cups of water I'm going to need so we know how much to boil. And then how many calories. Oh, it's just, I do not like this. Anyway, it looks like for the day, I'll probably be doing somewhere between 2,200 and 2,600 calories a day, including all my snacks. This is my first carry. It's going to be a 7-day carry. So I've got it laid out so you can kind of see what my food selection is. Start with the breakfast. I'm going to need 7 breakfasts, and some of it will be oatmeal and Life mixed in with granola. That's 2 of the meals right up here. Then I will have some breakfast bars and Pop-Tarts. So 1 Pop-Tart with a breakfast bar, and on some days I'll also have some hot chocolate. My breakfast will range anywhere from 330 calories to 450 calories, depending on what I'm eating. This next row is lunches, and it's pretty much the same. The only thing I'm mixing up is whether I have crackers or chips mixed in, but the basics are going to be a chomp beef stick, a cheese wedge, and I do have a fruit snack in most of these. Lunch will range anywhere from 430, I think, to 470 calories, depending again on what I'm eating. For dinner, I'm gonna go with basic tuna or chicken or ramen, and a staple of peanut butter. So I have 3 days of peanut butter dinners in the back here. I use jelly, peanut butter, and instead of tortillas, I'm going with crackers. I actually like the crackers better than tortillas. And you can see I have dessert factored in each of my dinners, as well as an electrolyte drink. My dinners will range somewhere around 940 calories up to about 1,200, depending on what I'm eating. For the snacks, I usually have a morning and an afternoon snack, and I'm going with candy and nuts. And you can see one day Hershey's in the morning and nuts and a mixture in the afternoon of peanut M&Ms or a classic trail mix that's already made up. And on some of the days I'll have some Sour Patch Kids and some gummy bears. All of this should weigh pretty close to 10 pounds. Maybe just under, but about 10 pounds. Now the big question is will it all fit inside my bear canister? I thought it was all gonna fit except for a little bit, but I did take the snacks out of the Ziploc so that they could just be placed in there randomly. And the breakfast, we'll be able to get that in there if I move things around. We're gonna be eating one of these before we start hiking, so, or at least half of it. So this is for my snack for the day hiking. This is my lunch for hiking, and that'll be my dinner. So all I gotta worry about is a half a bag here and see if I can get that in there. So, not too bad. Jeez. And there you have it. It is all closed up. You can see over here I've got staged my different resupplies. Resupply 1 is one of the bigger ones. It is actually almost as big as our first day going out, so it's going to be heavy. Resupply 2, we only need a couple of days worth of stuff, so there's just these bags here. Resupply 3 also is just a couple of bags, and then resupply 4 is like 5 days. So similar food, just the quantities are different. All right, my focus is on resupply. Terry's coming tomorrow. We're gonna put those buckets together and send them out, and that'll be off my list. Thank goodness. Terry made it down. That's our first resupply bucket. We're gonna go through her food and see what she's got, and we'll work it out. How was it trying to get all this together, Terry?
Took a lot of thinking.
All right, Terry has her dinners. She made all those herself. What do you have?
I have like noodles with vegetables, different varieties of chicken, freeze-dried chicken, vegetables, and noodles, and different spices.
Yeah, Terry's and my taste are so different. It's interesting to see. So the next row in here is pretty much the snacks. And if you haven't had any of these big Sir bars, a whole one of those is 600 calories. They are heavy, but she's going to do half a day, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So those are her snacks. The next row up here is some of the lunches. So she's either going to have peanut butter and jelly or some tuna with crackers. And of course some cheese. Gotta have cheese. And breakfast over here. Oh, she's using what is it?
It's a vegetable shake.
Ah! Oh. Ugh. Anyway, she's gonna put that down in the morning with her coffee, and that is her breakfast. How many is one of those? How many calories is
220.
220. All right. And we may or may not take these along on the trail. We'll decide later. And some bandages for resupply. All right, foot protection. What a pain in the...
A lot of work.
First resupply in the buckets. Just going through our second resupply, I just realized I did decide to bring some tortillas. So that'll be for the rest of the trip, and I'll have those with dinners instead of crackers. Bucket 2, going to our trail ran. We are working on box number 3, and that is going to VVR. We're getting there. That's our third resupply, VVR. It's a box. We are leaving the post office. We got them all mailed out. We're gonna take the ground transportation for it because it's cheaper and we don't need to rush it. So what do you think about getting this phase of our planning done?
That's a big step, getting that done.
Homie, it's not my favorite part. It's a slider. We're 3 weeks away from a plane ride.
Yeah, actually, no, 3 weeks is the hike.
What?
2 weeks from Thursday. 2 weeks plus 2 days is when we leave.
Oh, on the 11th. See, what do I know? Terry's my logistics person.
Although you did a lot of logistics for the hike itself.
Oh boy.
That was
Putting together the plan, it all ties together. The resupply and your plan for hiking are really connected because you have to know how many days you're going to be out there and where you want to stop. So it's all connected.
yes.
Terry and I know plans are made to be changed.
Yes.
Many trips we've had to change plans. So we'll see. Our biggest concern right now are the wildfires out west. We're keeping our fingers crossed that those are going to be contained and that we'll be able to do our trip. I just thought I'd say a few things before I close out this video on resupply. We're finally done. So we know what we're taking. So everything there is good. So what's left to do? Second guess myself. That's all I've been doing lately. So I have my pack on. I actually have my solar on top just to see how it'll do. It's kind of cloudy today, so it'll be interesting to see if it charges my Garmin. At least I have it connected, so we'll see. So yeah, second guessing. So I did change up a couple of things. I decided to get rid of my luxury item, which is my travel pillow. I'm going with an Arrow Sea to Summit, very light. I think I save 6.8 ounces. And when I looked at my pack, I decided my liner wasn't doing much, especially around that bear canister. Why would I put a bear canister inside my liner? So took my liner out and I have bags for basically my clothes, my quilt liner, and my quilt. I have a bag that actually, it's an event that crunches the bag down and saves on space. So yeah, second guessing everything. It's crazy. Probably carrying close to 35 pounds. That's with 7 days of food and almost 2 liters of water. And most everything's in my pack. A couple of small items. So yeah, 35 pounds at least. The backpack seems to be holding it. Now we'll find out if my body will. So what's left to do? I continue my training. Keep an eye on the wildfires out west. There's 2 raging right now. One almost contained, the other one not so much. All of them affecting Yosemite and part of the trail with smoke. So if you're new to the channel and you're at least a bit interested in this content, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'm gonna try to post what I can. The next time you see us, we'll probably be flying into Bishop and figuring out what the heck to do in Mammoth to acclimate. Until the next time, I'll continue to do what I'm doing, get ready, and hope for the best.